And you are playing Jimmy.
Jimmy. Drunk Jimmy.
Drunk Jimmy. Now, you're a bad guy.
Yes, I am.
You're a bad guy even before you become a zombie.
Yeah.
Now, how did you find out about this role?
I'd actually saw an ad in the paper for it.
In the Kingsport paper?
Yeah, 2 days before that, which is funny. I just finished telling my wife, well, I'm over 40 now, so I pretty much will count out rock star. But it's never too old to start acting. And then 2 days later, I saw the ad. I said, I got to get over top of this. And I started emailing Neeley, and he said, well, if you could post a thing on YouTube, and I did.
You made a digital video of yourself?
Right.
Well, tell me about how you prepare. How do you become the angry alcoholic stepfather?
Well, I got the alcoholic part. Just wasn't always angry. Just trying to figure out what my motivation is. Plus, I've met several Jimmys in my lifetime.
Well, they're getting ready to splatter you with blood.
Yeah, well, I think it's in the transition period where I'm slowly becoming a zombie. I'm really curious, too. What's so great about this is it's everybody's first time for a lot of this, so everybody's doing a learning process.
Are you feeling undead yet?
Quick question. When aren't you feeling undead?
That's a loaded question.
If we only get one take, make this take the best, alright? So you'll come forward, grab that arm, and just rip it as much as you can, and keep your...
Something's happening in there.
I hope they're alright.
You are cop number 1 or cop number 2?
I am the first cop.
Okay.
First cop.
Now, what's about to happen to you?
I'm about to get my damn arm ripped off. Right about here. And this ugly dude here is just going to gnaw on it.
Okay.
Just a little bite.
Just a nibble.
And action.
Get out of the car!
Get out.
Get out! Get out of the car! I've been here since like 9:30, and now we're getting to the wet work.
Well, it hasn't affected your vocal cords because I could hear you all the way out here. I could hear you across. They probably can hear you crossing the next valley.
Yeah, everybody within a 2-mile radius is getting out of their car right now. Get out of the car.
So you prepared for this? You ready to start bleeding?
Yeah. I'm drinking some water because my throat's starting to hurt from all the yelling, and I'm about to do a lot of yelling here. So, and then I do even more yelling, but yelling and running.
Yeah, and bleeding.
Yeah.
Yelling, running, and bleeding on Halloween. It's a good Halloween, isn't it?
Sounds like an awful track meet.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
We're gonna go ahead and roll camera.
You gonna do that, Bo?
Come down a little lower.
Or do you want me to?
You do it.
Yeah.
And I just want you to just feast on it. I'm gonna get a close up of you. Just feast on his. Okay, and action.
Except it doesn't look like a video.
Now you played Billy Jack, the Moonshiner, and you actually are the person who starts this whole phenomenon.
Much like my real life, I screw up everything. Yeah.
You kind of pretty much start the Armageddon on one single-handedly.
I'm proud of that. You know, that's great. I get to, come on. I get to be responsible for a zombie plague. Yeah, that makes me very proud.
You just finished shooting your first scene.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where you hand over your goods to a person who's selling it, who happens to be a sheriff. So, how did it go?
It went really well. I think Neeley got everything he needed, and of course, I don't think I did well. I could have done a better job for him, but yeah, other than me bumbling like a boob, everything went well, and I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, and I hope Neeley's happy with it.
You're one of the key players at the end in the final action sequences, so.
I'm an action hero, actually. Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to do this role, but being the governor or whatever, and they got Jean-Claude. He's in Brussels. He didn't want to fly out for it. They said, well, who can we get? And action star extraordinaire. Here I am. As you can tell, lift weights, working a lot. Very healthy.
Now this is your first movie. This is my first movie. This is everybody's first movie, pretty much. Is it what you expected?
Absolutely. I love it. I've spent my life
reading and studying up, and sticking my nose into low-budget cinema. That's my passion. So coming out here, you know, and frost being on the ground, and everybody's freezing, and now everybody's burning up. That's part of it. That's going to be great memories. I'm going to take those happy memories to the grave with me.
Just live in the moment, I guess.
Absolutely.
All right.
I love it.
I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains here in Scott County, and I'm very familiar with the style of preaching. And so when Neeley approached me to play this part, I immediately got excited because it's part of me. It's you know, as a young kid and as a little boy, it's just part of the culture. So I relished being able to take the part.
And praise the Lord. Won't that be the day? Hallelujah. Won't that be the day that we see and hear the power of glory and meet him in the middle of the act? Bless God, hallelujah!
I see him as a Free Will Baptist preacher.
Okay, yeah. But he's kind of a fallen angel too, isn't he?
He is kind of a fallen angel. There's a little bit of let's say, anger behind his preaching style. I'm going to be reading today from the book of Revelation, which has lots of deep, scary things going on happening.
The old favorite.
The old favorite. When all else fails, you can always find some hellfire and brimstone in the book of Revelation. Neeley was actually a student of mine when I first got out of college and started teaching. I came back to Scott County.
Now you are the student.
I am the student.
You've come
He's the director, and I'm the student.
Okay.
Yeah, it's come full circle.
All right, man.
Okay, tire framing, tight as you can get, okay? Let's go ahead and move to the center of the road. Let's get this done and then move on.
It's that natural. Now, how many hats are you wearing in this movie?
The last time I think there was at least 7.
Assistant director, what, no, name them all off for me.
I think it's actually second unit director, line producer, actor, boom operator.
And you play Ron, which is a pretty substantial role, isn't it?
Well, of course, it's the most important role in the entire movie.
The most important thing is you get to kill some zombies.
Yeah, I think there's a couple zombies, you know. I get a little make-out scene, too.
And then you and I have some scenes also. I get to be a real butthead to you, which I think will be natural. It's like typecasting.
You know, I'm really looking forward to our work together. I get to be kind of a facetious, jerk, so I've worked on it. I think I'm almost there.
And you've already been practicing giving me the finger behind my back, so...
Yes. Would you like to see different takes on it?
She was not faking. There was real biting action going on here.
Come on.
It's got a hold of a van. I don't know how I look, but I feel pretty slimy.
Get hit by the train.
And I don't know how that scene that you just filmed turned out, but I about drowned in fake blood. That would have been a bad obituary.
I just thought I could work on that side.
I'm going to have fresh gooey blood on my chin because I just drooled. I just vomited blood. I had an emergency tracheotomy through the what's it called? This is Hollywood, baby. Hollywood Gate City style.
It's over and then both of you can do it at the same time. Yeah.